Welcome back to the rest of the story. Well, we have the grain drill out. It's currently a work in progress. As you can see, we got all new down tubes for the alfalfa seed put on. We did that this morning. All it is heater tube or heater hose. Pretty simple. For how rigid the stuff was, because it was cold and we couldn't really manipulate it much. We just put it in the sink with hot water, and we were able to at least get them pliable enough that we could put them in, and they look really nice. The old ones were dry rotted really bad, like literally crumbling as we were pulling them off. This grain drill, I haven't really done a decent review on it. It's in really good condition, all things considered. It just needs some TLC is simply the best way to put it. It's clean. The guy who owned it before us cleaned it out after every season, at least for the most part, that as far as I can tell. And I really don't have anything that sticks out that is an issue on it, other than the fact that from general day-to-day use or season-to-season use, we had some of the gears were bad on it. Well, actually one I managed to break myself, so pretty efficient there. But what we have coming, which we could still get the parts we were grateful for, you can see the teeth on this for engaging and disengaging the drive are pretty well shook. We dropped it in the ground and ran it, and this side, believe it or not, this side was running for how bad it looks, but that side was the side that was slipping. Really no rhyme or reason for it, but we will be replacing the other side as soon as the parts get in for this side. We'll put this back together, and then we'll disassemble that side and do it. The sprocket on the end is, well, part of it's right there. It was greased heavily enough for what it was doing. The chain is still covered in grease, and the chain is still very usable, but it's just you have to take the wheel off, the shield off, the sprocket off. Well, actually, you don't have to take the sprocket off, but when I busted it, it was kind of had to. But we got to clean all this grease off with a putty knife, get it all cleaned up. Then we took a wire brush to it once we got it off, so we could slide well, you can see it on the old shaft, the other shaft. We had it all cleaned up, and we'll go through and do the same thing to this side. But it is, for what it's worth, it's a used machine, but it's in good enough condition. We put some money into it. It'll work for the next, no joking, we could really have it for another 30 years to do what we need it for. It only has to do 20 to 40 acres a year, maybe. And even if we do that many acres every year, because we're seeding down, was it 35 acres, something like that this year. Going into next year, I'm not guaranteeing it will be seeding anything down. We'll have waterways that it'll be nice to be able to put waterways in that we move and tear out and redo. So this will be something that will be used every year, probably just not consistently year to year. As far as using it for 30 acres one year and then for 2 acres the next. But to justify another grain drill or a bigger grain drill, we'd really have to ramp up the amount of cattle we have, the amount of acres of hay we need that we'd be rotating out year to year. And really, we went and picked up our oat seed today, and even the guy, after he got done loading the seed into the truck, he said that a lot of guys that he talks to or deals with anymore, in a day, 2 at the very most guys around here can get all their oats in, and then it's on to corn. Because there are some people already putting oats into the ground, but not us. Not yet, anyway. So that's that. I'll talk to you later.